nice. The Subaru. That flat 4 boxer engine is an absolute beast, I'm telling you.
I think they're gonna do something with this game like how Kev Payne was telling me about Test Drive Unlimited, where you can have houses and stuff.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, it's the kind of natural progression, isn't it, really?
Yeah. And so I haven't got to that part yet, but man, a lot of it looks the same, like how players' names appear above them, how you've got like the checkpoints with the bright neon signs to let you on either side of the checkpoint, so you know where to go through. Nothing seems to have changed much in terms of graphics and the engine, but the world, I think they just had so much more to work with that the world feels overall better. It's brighter. I think that's what you'll notice first of all when you get in, is
Nice.
how much more vibrant the colors are. And I like that.
So, turns out one random person turned up for this, and so far, just me and him have made it heroic, and we've not sacrificed any bets. Just the two of us.
What planet are you on?
Nessus? Is
Nessus.
it? It's just black.
The game's been out a year, Kev. You need to know.
Yeah, Nessus, Eldest. The red one.
You should not work in any intergalactic postal system.
Yeah. No,
Just like, where's my mail? Kev's like, Nessus, Io, it's all the same.
It's fine as long as you get the right postcode, it'll get there.
I love it.
Yeah, it's the red planet, whatever red planet.
I like it. Someone's asking you for the postcode and you're like, just write the red planet. You don't need postcodes.
Just gotta play it safe. Oh, you can access the Leviathan from going to Nessus map. That's new.
Say one thing, also just noticing that I like about Forza, or shall I say perhaps any driving game, is I can have a conversation while I'm playing it. I struggle so much with Overwatch, because sometimes, like, I'll be in party with you and Chris, and about 5 minutes will go by and I'll realize I don't even know what you guys, like, I never heard a word. Like, I hear your voices, but I just think, oh shit, did someone ask me a question, or... So, I worry. But it's helpful that humans are quite sensitive to their own name. But yeah, I still get worried.
Yes. First race.
Yeah, it's all good, I understand, mate. I do exactly the same thing, I get engrossed.
Yeah.
And I think I have to stop and think, hold on a minute. Was I in the middle of saying something?
Yeah.
Was there a question to answer? I can't remember.
It's so tough with Overwatch, like, there's so much happening at once, and if you don't pay attention, you lose your life.
Looks like you've nearly qualified for the autumn season. And remember, the more driving you do,
But then some guys, like Seagull, he can stream, read chat, and still play in the Grandmasters.
There's a street race
It's
meetup,
like it's
and I think you
amazing.
should check it out. See you there?
Some guys are just good.
In 200 meters, meters. Turn left.
The skybox in this game,
Turn
dude.
left.
Yeah. It's the shizness.
Cool, right, so I have just rallied the flag. I have 4 minutes. Do you think that's long enough to solo the nearby lost sector?
Yeah. Yeah, 4 minutes. The lost sector in Nessus,
Yeah,
in the first area where you load in.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Just don't want to miss out on the public event because I know that no one else will bloody bother starting it. Oh, yeah, it's the one where you got to fucking run in like half a mile before you actually get to the enemy.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 200
Fortunately,
meters, turn right.
My bows
Turn right.
have exploding arrow tips, which means
In 100 meters,
any of the
you will arrive at your
snipers I can just
destination.
one-shot.
You have arrived at your destination.
And
The
then they
alternative
explode.
perk is fast draw, isn't it? As opposed to
Yeah.
exploding arrows.
Yeah, I like my exploding arrows.
Yeah, I think that's what I'd also go for.
You ready? Ready? Let's do this! Oh, it's you! You made it! I'm Jay, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
Alex
man,
was
so
sharp about
I've
you, you know.
tried
If you drive
Spider-Man
half
now,
as well as he
finally.
says you can,
Yes.
these guys will love you.
It is
Oh, before we start,
awesome.
you've got to know
There's
Yeah.
so much to do though, I just got
Sanctioned by the
distracted just
festival.
swinging
Stuff
around the
mentioned is the
city,
killer. Alright.
taking photos of all the landmarks.
I gotta go.
Okay,
Work to
yeah.
do.
There's also
See
backpacks
you
to
around
find,
there, yeah? These
so
might not be
naturally was
official,
going
but
around
you
doing
keep
that as
coming
well.
to these
Yeah.
meets, I'll make
Start
sure
you off with
everyone
that.
at Horizon knows your name.
I like it. I
Looking
like the
forward to seeing what you
collecting.
can do out there.
Plus,
Have fun
also
now, yeah?
you like the finding part of it.
Oh yeah, man, I'm all
So-
over it. So there's a bunch of, when you get to a point, there's a bunch of like landmarks that are marked on your map, but then there's also 50 secret ones.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm loving finding the secret ones at the moment.
Is there any like indication where the secret ones can be? Because like there must be like a ton of buildings.
Yeah, so not unless you're probably local to New York, because a lot of them will be real life, or at least based on real life locations.
Okay.
But like some of them, for example, Statue of Liberty I know is one, because it was one of the first places I went and had a look at and
Yeah.
took a photo of. But yeah, there's going to be a few that it's going to take a while to get, but there's a suit that you can get that does mark them on your map, but not until you reach like level 50 yourself,
Oh, okay.
and then get the materials to make the suit.
I looked
So-
at that briefly, and I like how that's done. The fact that you can have multiple different suits, and each has like. Does each have its own perk? I never caught up on that, but I mean, it's-
each kind of have their own abilities,
okay.
but like the abilities basically unlock when you unlock the suit, but you can actually equip any suit with any abilities.
Okay.
So for example, one of the pre-order bonuses was I can rally to the flag again, that's awesome, I've done that twice. Yeah, one of the abilities for the Iron Spider suit, which was a pre-order bonus, is the like Iron Spider legs that come out of the back of the suit, and you can use them for melee.
Wow.
But you can actually equip that ability with another suit.
Okay.
once you've unlocked it.
So you can transfer perks from one suit to another, but only until you've unlocked that suit.
Yeah, so the way they've done it is so that your suits, your gadgets, and your abilities are all separate.
Right.
So when you get a new suit, it might unlock a new ability, but then you can actually unlock that ability on any suit you want.
I see. Yes. I like that because you may. It stops you from running into the problem of like you like how the suit looks, but you're not so hot on its perks. And
Yeah. But you do have to, obviously you can unlock suits in game,
Yeah.
but you do have to actually then build them using resources as well.
Right.
So when you complete various objectives like, you know, thug crimes or collecting backpacks or photographing landmarks, you get tokens.
Okay.
Hey, just to let you know,
And
there's
each time you
another
get a
round to
token,
one
you'll
dirt
get
race starting soon if you
like
fancy
you
it.
can use that
See you
token
there.
to
Oh,
craft
and me and Jay have just
your
finished
perks,
setting up a
gadgets,
new
abilities,
danger
or
sign.
suits.
You should check it out if you fancy some thrills along the way.
And obviously they all require different things, so you might have a suit that requires specifically the landmark tokens.
Right.
It's quite good. Like, I was just expecting to maybe pick up the suit and then that's it, you've got it, but it's quite good because it means you kind of going to have to do other stuff.
Yeah.
Makes you explore a bit more.
Yeah, because it's which is I think kind of like related to the reason why they brought random rolls back in Destiny. It's because like once you get a better devils before the patch, you just never cared about any other better devils. Whereas with random rolls, you're always looking, and like with Spider-Man now in the suits, just like there's stuff to do even after you get the suit. It's like that's
You have arrived at your destination.
not the end.
These were boarded up to mark potential hazards. Then me and Alex went around and put whacking great
Man,
flags
I'm
on them.
soloing this
Voila, a
fucking
danger sign
thing.
is born. So
Public
long as you
event.
survive, they'll probably let
Yeah.
us build
I
more.
don't think I'm going to be able to make it heroic because I'm soloing it and I'm getting battered, and I've not even taken a shot at the
It's
ship
safe
yet.
to do so.
Although that ship's gone.
Also, it's
Recalculating route. In
So I've
100
made it
meters,
heroic, but I'm still mode,
turn left.
so this is going to be fun.
Turn right.
There's so many fucking enemies because I've had to avoid loads of the ads. Just ignore them to be able to get the ship.
oh
Right, I'm just going to go super the big fucker.
I thought you were in the
In 400
first
meters,
area of
turn
Nessus
right.
by failsafe, but
Oh,
you're
no,
in
no, I'm
Artifacts
in-
Edge, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just listening to you. So it's like, there's no ship
In
one that
200
spawns in.
meters, turn right.
Yeah,
Right,
I've
fails.
done it. Single-handedly done a heroic. I went from panicking I'm not going to be able to hit the ship to taking out the ship straight away to then taking out the big guy straight away. So good. It helps being level 50, I'm sure.
You have arrived at your destination.
Level 50, 504 light. Back to Exodus Black. That's the public event now.
So I was looking through the audio options for Forza Horizon 4, and right at the bottom there's an option for streamer mode,
Right?
and so I've turned it on, and because I kind of like had an idea of what it's about. Just not having read about it anyway, but it looks like what it's doing is it plays royalty-free music when you're in streamer mode. I may be wrong,
Oh, nice.
so I'm gonna upload this to YouTube afterwards and and see if I get any copyright strikes. um,
Nice. Yeah, you have to let me know. That's a good idea if that's how it's working.
yeah.
Okay, we've got 3 of us doing this public event, so that should be alright. This is the servitor one, it's black. It's myself and another level 50, so hopefully no issues. Should be able to do this one. Ah shit, it's just spawned a high value target as well. Yeah, well, I was panicking, mate. High value target's dead already.
Yeah, man. See, the only reason I think it's royalty-free music is because there was about 4 stations before I turned streamer mode on, and now there's only 1 station and it doesn't even have a name to it. That's just like random beats.
I swear, guys are fucking douchebags. Oh, fucking just make these things heroic. Why be dickheads? Honestly.
Guys probably don't care as much.
They're fucking obviously just retards that don't understand that they'll actually get more XP quicker for doing heroic.
Yeah.
Just come along and ruin it for us.
Oh, there's a tree.
Apparently I'm in an activity.
It's probably good not to drive in real life because I'm causing so much damage. Yeah.
There's a lost sector somewhere at Exodus Black.
Where's that? Artifacts edge?
No, Exodus Black, the main area.
Oh yeah, the main one.
Just can't find it. I know it's here somewhere. There's a gap in the wall.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's the Ford and Captain one.
Yeah, I didn't go far enough along to get it. To find the entrance. Got bounty for doing 2 or 3 lost sectors.
Good news is you've made the cut for the Horizon Autumn season. Bad news,
One of the clan
obviously,
ones?
is that it doesn't start until autumn.
I'm not
You
liking the
know
new
something
clan
around, do you?
setup for the bounties.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What?
I mean, the only way to get the weekly clan XP is now by completing bounties, which is fair enough, but they don't give you enough options to be able to do it without going in Crucible. There's
Yeah.
1 bounty a day that you can complete.
And
that
today's one is
not
Crucible.
So you get one a day that's not Crucible,
Okay.
and then 2 that either are Crucible or 1 Crucible, 1 Gambit. And then you get another set of 3 which are kind of the same, but then they have to be done with clanmates. So today's ones for the clanmate ones, I've got complete a Nightfall with clanmate. Or I've got one where I could do 3 waves of the escalation point with a clanmate. So there's 2 of those ones, but I need a clanmate to do it with. And then
And that's where that's the
one of
part
the
you're
other
getting
one.
checked at.
yeah, because you can't do them solo. I can do them with Chris is on, or one of the other guys. But I never seem to be on at the same time as Juiced and all that. I know Chris manages to get on with them sometimes, but
Yeah.
I don't ever seem to be able to get on at the same time as them.
We need to get around to recruiting people then.
Well, yeah, I only play with Chris pretty much.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've recruited a fair few people on PC. It's just I don't tend to actually get on with any of them.
Mm. Actually,
We've had some people join, but they're all like kind of already in their own little groups. So they join as a group and play as a group,
yes.
like Juiced, Angry Coconut, and the other dude.
Yeah.
Which is fine. That's fine. They're gaining us XP. They're doing the
Oh yeah, and we collect
engrams and stuff for
engrams.
us. Yeah, it's just yeah. I mean, I have yourself and Chris, but until you get Forsaken Ed and you're back invested in Destiny, I've just got Chris.
Yeah, and those guys are actually nice, but I think it also comes with like familiarity. Like they always like inviting me to do games and parties with them, but I've kind of hinted to them that my health is not so good, so
200 meters. Turn left.
and they must have noticed by now that I haven't picked up Forsaken. I do kind of like feel
Turn
responsible a little bit because I invited them
left.
to the
Turn
group.
That's all good. They're the
Yeah.
ones getting us the Gambit and the Crucible engrams.
Yeah, because they seem to really enjoy that.
I got match made with them once randomly, and they put me on the opposite team.
Oh. So, yeah.
I'm not entirely sure why. I was smashing Juiced constantly.
Oh, shit.
But, Angry Coconut was just untouchable.
Turn left.
Wow.
I couldn't work out if it was, you know,
Use
bad
weapons or skill.
or yeah, it just seemed to be untouchable. I couldn't ever catch him where I could actually do damage to him.
They are such a
Yeah,
good
that's
bunch
the
of
only time
guys.
I've played with them. Obviously on the opposite teams, not great stuff.
Yeah. Like they're fun
That's a speed zone.
fun to
Right
hang
out
around
the
with,
other
and
end. I'm tracking your average on my laptop. Go,
they-
go,
I
go.
think they play the game a lot, but they're not like elitist, you know. They're good, but they can play it and have a laugh while they're doing it, and I really liked that about them when I played the raid layer with them.
Arrived at your destination.
And that's why afterwards I just said to them, look, if you guys are, because I could see they were actually already in a clan
Oh really?
when I played with them, yeah. And I just casually said, like, I wasn't expecting,
Hook it in, flick
because
the
normally
back
if
end
someone's
out,
in a
ride
clan,
the
you know,
handbrake all the way through the flags.
they're
This is
quite
what I live
loyal
for.
to their clans. So I just said to them, look, if you guys want to, you're welcome to join my clan. Because I think I would also mention to them, there's only 3 of us in it, so
You have arrived at your
we're not a
destination.
big clan. So they knew that from before they joined. Like they knew we weren't that big.
Yeah.
And I like that about them. And like all of them were just like, yeah, that sounds nice. So,
We've got
yeah.
we're 22 strong now, Ed. That does also include our duplicate accounts across different platforms.
Yeah.
but They don't need to know that.
I was speaking with Wolf last night as well, and she says that her boyfriend Ashley has now got Destiny on PC. So I'm just thinking, you know, if he has an account and is ever playing on Destiny, then he can probably join our clan, because you can do that, right? Have a separate clan on PC to the one on Xbox,
No.
right? On the same
can.
Bungie account, right? I hope.
I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Just because mine's linked across all 3, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think you might be able to, and I hope that's the case. And if it is, like, he might be able to join the clan. Although maybe he'll probably have reasons to stay with Wolf's clan because their clan is more active, and I don't blame him because like he could then pick up their. You'll benefit from clan engrams. Like the
Yeah, but it
Crucible.
all depends on whether they've got anyone else in their clan that plays on PC as well. Because otherwise, he'll get the engrams just from the general progress, but he won't be able to complete any of the stuff where you have to play in a clan.
Exactly. So, yeah, he might want to consider that. So, it's probably better if he joins our clan. I'll speak with him because Wolf did say like if you pick up Forsaken, just let Ash know. So he plays it. In fact, I could even mention it to him now, even before. Whether I get Forsaken or not, like he might as well just join the clan with you guys, so he can do the bounties,
Yeah, we've got, like I say, a few of us on. I just never seem to be on at the same time as the other guys.
Yeah.
Personally, but although they're all on at the moment, Angry Coconut, Beastmaster, Juiced, Singularity.
All in Destiny as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it looks like Singularity's only just started playing, or at least maybe he's just started another character because he's only level 37.
You see, this is also the problem with Destiny, man. It's the fire team limit. The size limit. Sucks.
Yeah, well, that was one of my biggest issues, and Danny's issues in the first one.
Yeah. It just fragments the group so much.
I mean, Destiny's the only game, literally the only game that has a 3-man fire team.
What bothers me as well is how different activity, like say you start off your gaming session with a raid, so you need 6 people.
Yeah.
And they're all your friends, all in the same clan. You complete the raid, then you want to do some competitive Crucible. Then you've got to tell 2 of your guys to basically just hit the road, and then after that you go back to after that you do patrols. So now you got to get rid of one of your friends that you were doing competitive with. So it's like you can't just stick with a group of friends throughout your whole gaming session. If you want to, you've got to stick to more or less one activity for
Just
the whole
keep
of
doing raiding.
Yeah, just keep raiding or keep playing casual PvP so that you're always in a group of 6. Don't even think about doing competitive, because then you have to leave someone. Don't think about doing Crucible, then you gotta leave. It's the fragmentation. And this ties into what we were talking about yesterday with the LFG. It's like it causes so many problems when you fragment
You have arrived at your destination.
the players. Fragmenting the community and also fragmenting people within the same clan.
But the thing is, they kind of do the same thing with how they handle the DLC as well.
Yeah.
Because normally in any other MMO on a PC that I can think of, or that I've played, maybe not any that I can think of, but any that I've played, when new content is launched, obviously they do the same thing. They raise the level caps, they raise the power levels, all the rest of it. You've got access to new areas. But I can't think of a single one that doesn't raise the level cap for everyone. Obviously, if you don't have the new content, it's harder to hit those level caps.
Oh yeah.
And that's the key thing.
Yes.
But Destiny's locks you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, fragments the community in
Exactly.
the same way that season passes do and stuff like that.
Exactly. Which is why I was glad when this was Battlefront 2, right, where they said all
Star Wars, yeah.
DLCs would be free. I'm like, yes. Granted,
Yeah.
there's a whole lot of shady other things that the game is doing, but man, you really have to praise them for making
Yeah.
that decision. Like,
And they've said that all future games will be season pass free. So I
Yeah.
mean, considering EA were the company that instigated season passes in the first place,
yeah,
it's pretty progressive of them to completely like flat out drop them now.
I'm glad. I am.
Well, obviously they are trying other things like
Yeah,
you know, they've tried loot boxes. They had backlash from that, so
exactly.
you know, they're now microtransactions is probably going to be
Yeah,
the thing to stay, but you know it's optional. You don't have to, as long as they don't change the game. It's just aesthetic stuff, then that's fine.
yeah. As long as it's just aesthetics, and that's
Which to be fair is all Star Wars is.
yeah,
I know there's a lot of people complaining about it, but yeah, all Star Wars is just cosmetic stuff.
You have arrived at your destination.
this is not the right car for the job I'm doing.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Chris is coming on. He hasn't messaged me back either, so
Yeah.
I've done my daily stuff that I can do solo, so I'm gonna jump off. Well, jump off Destiny, see if I can have a look at.
Right, while you're doing that, I am just gonna prepare my evening meds and take those.
Cool, man.
And I'll see you in a couple of minutes in the game.
Cool. Keep forgetting how to search for game. Wow, this is ridiculous. Alex, I'm signed in already. Nice.
You in the game?
Yep. I'm loving the. I still love the fact that when it comes up as like auto detect ultra. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Kid's like, thank you very much. I think I will.
Yep. I still love it. It's still. I still don't think I'm used to it. You know, spent so long having to run games on low and turning off all the effects.
I remember you tried to run Destiny, didn't you, on the old?
Yeah, about 15 frames. About the top I could get.
Oh shit.
It's only because my graphics card was about 3 Series 2 low for what it needed.
So, man, I know the pain. I've been there. It is. Yeah, it's tough.
You know what, right? These games,
Turn left.
the scenery looks amazing, the road looks amazing, the lighting looks amazing. The only thing that lets it down a little bit is actually the cars, especially when you're in the cutscenes. They just look too shiny to look realistic, you know what I mean? It's almost like they're too polished.
Yes, it's too clean. Well, you should see the state of mine. I'm just pulling into the festival site.
I'm just doing the first race it chucks you into when you first load it.
Yes. And I don't. Where is this again?
Whoa!
That's
I almost
nice.
killed some sheep.
I like that. I like that. You can hear
Seems-
them.
There'll be a lot of sheep. You see them off in the fields off to the side.
There's like a really nice drifting circle. This horizon side.
Because this is meant to be what? Scotland.
Or the autumn pass.
Just the map, is it Scotland?
It's Britain. Britain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think parts of it are inspired by Scotland, but
A song of ice and tires. I love it.
yeah, that was nice.
There's also a thing as well, isn't there? There's a Halo race. Halo, like a Warthog race or something in this.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I need to check that.
What? You can literally just destroy walls.
Oh yes. Well, short walls, but man, I'm so thankful those are not.
That helps my driving skill no end. I just plough through corners instead of actually taking them properly.
You know.
I'm gonna take you, dude. I'm gonna take you. Stop braking in front of me.
Is that me?
Oh, no, it's just some random, random dude. There's no name on them.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know what I mean? There's no, driver tires.
Yes, not yet at least.
Not in this first race.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, the demo is not available. I mean, online is not available.
Ah, sad.
Just noticed now.
Still, I'll be picking it up when it comes out.
Yeah, I think as well. What I hate, it really grinds my gears, is how, there's so many, well, as far as I can tell right now, there's 3 different editions to the game. And, I mean, I love Forza, so obviously I want everything, but then you look at the price for the top tier package, and you're like, these guys think I still work in a bank. I mean, I used to, but
Yeah, no, standard editions, mate. I've learnt my lesson.
yeah,
Unless there's some ridiculous pre-order incentives, then
yeah, that's the standard.
I'm not
edition.
bothering with deluxe editions and stuff like that, because normally you get access to content early, but you know, who knows if I want to actually play that content.
True, true. It could just be like a
Might
few
get bored of the
extra
game
cars,
before then.
and
I mean, I doubt it, but some of these things where it's just like, you know, an extra skin or an extra vehicle or something
Yeah.
like that, there's no point.
just do it the base ones. You know, what I've noticed, like in the past, is they always put a like a current hypercar behind one of those expansions. So like a car that everyone's talking about, and go and lock it.
Yeah.
Like the Veyron. I can't remember which game that was locked in. And you're like, come on, that was the time when the Veyron had. No,
Wasn't it the
it's-
first one?
I think maybe it was.
No, first Horizon. But I seem to recall though that after a point they released it anyway. So like you paid extra just to have it earlier. I'm happy waiting. Because I never bought the content. Like,
Yeah,
for the
this is
first
what
one. And then I ended up with the car.
this is what I was thinking. I'm not sure which game it was. If it was even a Forza. Maybe not.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was Horizon 1. Might have been Horizon 2, because we're what? This is 4, isn't it?
This
It
is
might have been 2.
Yeah. 2 was the Europe one. And 3 is Australia.
I'm guessing 1 was America.
Yeah. Colorado. It was such a... Oh man, that was such a banger of a game. You know, they really started off in the best way possible, I think, for the tech available at the time. They did well. So many good moments in that game. Like I really enjoyed the playground mode, where you had.
Yeah, I wasn't very good at it, but that was fun.
It was so fun, like the cat and mouse, and the infected, and you know I've played infected on, I think, Horizon 2 and even on Horizon 3, and it's not as fun, you know, for some reason.
Because it's not new anymore.
Yeah. Man, I remember like even King. Like I'd start off some maps. I need to randomly assign someone to have King first to start with. It has to be done that way. Or, you know, they could put it at the center and just have everyone crash into each other and cause chaos, but I think random assignments was good.
Yeah.
But there were so many matches, countless, where I started with King and no one touched me for the whole like 5 minutes. You know, it's some, and you have so many close calls within that time, and you have to juke the other players, make them think you're going this way, and then you go that. You got to be able to drive on all different types of terrains, which is why I set up on the Bentley Continental, because that for me was the perfect all-rounder vehicle. Fast, heavy, on road or off-road, that was what you wanted. Loved it.
Yeah, fair. I've just noticed the first mistake though.
Yeah.
Steering wheel's on the wrong side.
Oh shit. On all the vehicles?
I got in the Ford, which is meant to be designed in the UK, and yet steering wheel's on the left.
Oh shit. But we are driving, yeah, on the left. Actually, no, the one I'm driving, the Subaru I'm in, the steering wheel's on the right side.
Oh, yeah?
In 400 meters, turn left.
Dude, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to play.
Turn left.
I mean,
That's cool, man. Like,
Just-
if you need to jump off, jump off.
yeah. Like,
I wasn't even planning on being on tonight, so you know, it's bonus.
I'm just, I took my meds and well, once they start
Watch
working,
that.
yeah, it's good because I need them to take away the pain.
Turn left.
I've been in. And today's been tough. Today's been a rough one.
Turn left.
Like I'm taking slow release morphine twice a day, so I have a certain level of morphine in my body at all times, and the pains I've been having are so intense that they're breaking
You
through
have
that,
arrived at your destination.
you know, through that barrier. It's, but
Not good, man. Not good.
when that happens, then what I do is I top it off with the faster acting liquid morphine, you know, for a quick release.
Nice.
I'd have to do that. Because my normal meds that I took now, I can feel them starting to work, but it's not. I feel like I'm out of breath as well. This whole deal sucks, man. Really.
Yeah, man.
I messaged work today. I said to them, I think I might need to take long-term sickness now because I feel like I'm getting worse with every week. I haven't been to work since last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Just such a struggle. I'm sitting here. Oh, it's my like it's around my stomach area.
You say your work's quite understandable, though, don't you?
They are.
Like, they're quite understandable.
They really are. And I feel really fortunate at how understanding they are with me. So, like my boss replied and I was like, just take as much time as you need, you know, make sure your health is like looked after. Why did my game just go black? Oh.
Well, I'm starting to see avatars, mate, but I can't see yours.
I drove too far off the demo map.
Yeah, I haven't gone exploring yet. I'm just doing the first race, which was right next to the start point.
when you get to the race where the guy asks you to be a stunt driver, there's the first guy that will tell you there's a stunt driver job, and then he'll give you the directions. And when you go there, you try and place that voice for me of the guy who gives you the car.
Okay, cool. Will do.
That's the guy. Like I was like, it sounds so familiar. But I don't know who it is. I still don't know who it is.
I've come across your driver, Tyrell. He's a dirty driver. Keeps coming across in front of me, trying to block my overtaking.
That's my boy. That's the driver.
I don't know what the difficulty is though, but I managed to give him a slip. He went one way and I cut underneath him.
Oh.
I think it's just whatever the standard difficulty is. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I haven't changed any settings. I've literally just been hitting A to get through the menus.
I just turned off the driving line to brakes only.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I always leave the driving line on, and yet I don't really follow it. I don't know why I leave it on.
If you don't follow it, you should turn it off, because it gives you more XP if you turn it off.
Fair. Yeah, no, I don't follow it because I'm stubborn. Your driver tar came third, Ed.
Yeah, that's my guy.
And Phil Rubidge, his came in second.
Good old Phil and Phil.
Wow, that's a picture I've not seen in ages. Then it like breaks down your win. You've got a big screen with like all your rewards and stuff. It's got my gamer pick, but one that I haven't seen in absolutely years. From 360.
I noticed that because I was looking at it, and you know, it's so weird. So my gamer pick is it's Catwoman and Batman, both facing away from the camera.
Oh yeah, I know one.
Yeah, but it kind of like zooms in a little bit. So I was thinking, why is there a huge ass on the screen? It was Catwoman. It was Catwoman's butt.
Mine's what's his name? What's the name of the dude that keeps, or the family that keeps dying in Gears?
Phoenix. Is it? No.
No.
Phoenix is the main group.
That's the main one, yeah.
Yeah, but the one that keeps dying, I'm not sure.
Because like every member of his family's died, haven't they?
Pretty
in
much.
each of the games.
Well, in the end, yeah, every member of Marcus. Oh no, his dad is still alive. I think in Gears 4.
Yeah, no. What's his name? I'm sure it begins with a C, but I can't.
Yeah.
All I can think of is fucking Coltrane, and it's not Coltrane.
Coltrane, the Soul Train. I like the little throwback mission for Coltrane in Gears 3,
In 400 meters.
where they
go
get the
get
stadium.
There's a little collectible to get a hat.
Yeah.
Put on. Well, I think it's a secret achievement. If you find the baseball cap or whatever it is that you can. Yeah, there's a baseball cap that you can put on.
Okay. I missed that one, man.
Oh, mate, you should have been playing with me. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
like.
should have. Like, it's sucky that so many of these are like single player campaigns. I miss so much stuff.
No, that was 2-player.
Was it?
2-player
Safe
campaign.
to do so.
Sucks.
I think it was before we started playing though. We started playing
Yeah.
together on.
Yeah.
It was on 360, wasn't it? But what, like GTA?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. What was our first game together?
Turn around
can't remember. It was either GTA 5 when that came out or Defiance. I can't remember what came out first.
Yeah. It couldn't have been Battlefield 4, right?
No, because I think we started Battlefield 4 when it launched on Xbox One, but we were playing with each other on
Yes,
360.
yes. Battlefield 4 was one of our first buys.
Unless were we playing Battlefield 3 on Xbox?
No,
Did you
no,
play
we
Battlefield 3?
never played 3 together. I have 3 on PC and might have a copy on Xbox, maybe when it was, I may be wrong, if it was ever Games for Gold I would have probably picked it up, but
I don't think it was.
yeah, I know for a fact we never played together.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Yeah, maybe GTA 5 then, because we played that on 360 before it launched on Xbox One, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
In our gardening lever.
Turn left.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's a shame that was just before the launch of the new console.
Yeah, it is. Cause I remember starting work at James Hay, and that's where I first met Della Page.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember while we were like in our first week of training,
In 400 meters.
we somehow, you know how it is, you just find out people's interests, and we eventually found out that we were both interested in gaming. And I remember us talking in our training session about the Xbox coming out that Friday. So the Xbox One, yeah, the Xbox One was definitely after Barclays.
Yeah.
You have arrived at your destination.
I remember the first, let's see, the first 3 games I picked up for the Xbox One was Assassin's Creed, Black Flag,
Yeah, yeah.
Battlefield. Was it Battlefield? Yeah, it was Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4, yeah.
And then Forza. Forza 5? I think.
Yes.
Yeah. I think those are the 3 that I got same time. And
I picked up Battlefield 4 and Rise.
and then who did I meet in town that day? And I had my console being delivered. Because I would order mine directly from Microsoft, and I can't remember if I met you in town or was it Care of Pioneer. And we were at Game the day of the launch. When I was, because I went there to pick up my games on the day of the launch, and I was with some. Can't
You
remember.
have arrived at your destination.
And
Yeah, I don't
because
think it was
remember
me.
Guy at the till asking, like, are you getting a new Xbox? And I was like, yep, I already ordered it directly from Microsoft. Then a freaking UPS driver only delivers it at like 4 o'clock in the evening. I was
Yeah,
pissed.
I remember you. But yeah, I don't think it was me that you met. It must have been Kevin.
Yeah. I think you cut out there for a little bit, because unless you didn't say, because what I heard was, I remember you, then it went quiet.
Oh.
Then
yeah,
I
no,
did
I
hear
just-
the part about you saying it must have been Kev Payne, but they seem to be a
No,
pause.
yeah. All I said is I remember you saying that you didn't get it when you were expecting it to come.
Yeah. To wait. I remember I was so excited, like I cleaned my room. I did like all the stuff that I made sure I had food ready, so that once I get it, there'll be no stopping. It'll just be a weekend of
Yeah, man. I just remember we spent so long playing Battlefield,
gaming.
like pretty much until Destiny 1 come out.
Yeah,
I only recall playing Battlefield.
yeah. Even for me on weekends, like that was it. Like I'd wake up in the morning. You know, sometimes even get a few matches in before breakfast. Have something to eat. Just be on Battlefield for the rest of the day. Good times, mate.
Good times. I've just heard that voice that you're on about.
Yeah.
It sounds like Ned Stark.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Like, remember I said it sounds like Sean Bean.
Sean Bean, yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
No, it definitely does. It's either him or Stannis, is it?
yeah. You see, I was also thinking. Yeah, I was like, this has to be someone from Game of Thrones. I was like, it sounds like Stark, but he sounds a bit too like upbeat to be Stark. And I can see his
I don't know,
voice, but
if you've seen him in
like I just remember him as such a somber character.
he's in an old TV show, I can't remember what it's called. Sharp, is it?
Yeah.
He's quite upbeat in that. He's quite young.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Ned Stark. Sean Bean.
How did that work
Danny
out?
agrees that it sounds like Ned Stark.
Oh, nice. Yeah, man, I'm just wondering, how did that happen? How did Ned Stark get involved in Forza? Unless he has kids who really enjoy the game, and they're like,
They're probably just like, right, we need British actors who's not doing much at the moment, and that's not going to cost too much.
who recently had his head chopped off in a popular show, and's not doing much currently.
That's it. It all comes down to who's not going to cost too much.
Yeah.
That's why they got rid of Cade, didn't it? I reckon.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Nathan Fillion is like the most famous person in the voice acting.
Like, man, I don't know why they couldn't have just shelled out a little bit more for that last performance.
Why couldn't they have got rid of Ikora? I mean, she don't do nothing.
You see, it's funny you say that. Loads of people are loving Ikora after how she handled herself in this Forsaken DLC. Like, not to say the voice actors. Obviously, the voice actors did a good job to make the character alive. But people are loving like Ikora's character, like how determined she was. And people are saying Zavala's was like, just chill, you know, Guardians don't go for revenge. I mean, I'm speaking from third-hand information, yeah, not having played the DLC myself.
So,
But
yeah, Ikora is basically like, well, we have to do something.
Yeah.
And Zavala's then like, no, we need to protect Earth, we need to protect our people.
Yeah. Yeah,
And then
Zavala's
Ugarte's
like,
just
there's a
"Nah,
bigger
leave it
picture.
to me."
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, your idea of getting rid of Ikora might not go down well.
Right, Zavala then.
You know what? I actually wouldn't mind getting rid of Zavala.
But he's your Titan vanguard.
Yes, yeah, he is my vanguard. But, you know, where I lost quite a bit of respect for Zavala was in the beginning mission of Destiny 2, where he pops up his bubble, he tells you, come here to safety, and then he goes and dies in it. and then you raise him. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but it's happened for some players where you actually can
I've never
raise
seen
Zavala.
that.
So like, dude, I've been busting my ass out there in the wild for 3 years. Your one job is to put up one bubble. Yeah. I mean, I get he has a I like the fact that he's like, just chill, you know. We don't go off. We don't go for revenge. We can. You got to think of the bigger picture. You know, there's still people alive that need us more than the need for us to get revenge, and that's good. Yeah, I really like that. But other than that, man, it's got a cool voice.
You know what though?
Yeah.
They've not done anything since the base campaign.
Yeah, man.
The DLC that's launched, they're not getting involved until Forsaken when Cade gets involved.
They like when everyone lost their light at the beginning of Destiny 2. The first thing that they do is to split. Like, so.
Will run off into hiding.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, hold on. Dude.
Cade went off hunting and then got trapped. The others went off hiding.
Yeah. Zavala checked himself up with another Titan, and hey, you know, I like the next lady is the next Titan Awoken male does, but it's like, surely if Zavala was a true leader, you have to have set a contingency plan in place for the worst case scenario.
Yeah, run and hide.
Yeah. So this is exactly it. So either he didn't even have a contingency plan, which is very concerning, or what's even more concerning is that maybe that was his plan. Run and hide.
Run and hide.
Let the Guardian do everything.
Zavala went on, Zavala went and hid. Ikora went and moped.
Yeah.
And Cade got himself stuck.
It's like really, guys, you've been sitting in the tower all this time, and then a little shit hits the fan. A little. And you guys just lose it. I mean, I don't know. It's like, it makes you wonder if you can trust these people in a raid. Like, would you want Zavala in your raid team? Would you want him at your side when you go and take down Oryx? You're like, this dude is flamed.
You'll get to the last point of where you're just about to take the boss out and they'll be like, no, let's not do this. We've got to think about the people.
Yeah. I like Zavala. The darkness is right there. He's weak. This is our final...
Mate, I'm doing my first dirt race and I am loving the rally game.
Yes. That part I really enjoyed.
I feel like I'm playing a rally game.
Yes.
Which is something that, I mean, obviously you can drift in Horizon normally and stuff, but the off-road and actual rally car feels amazing.
This is what I'm saying, man. There's something about it that I'm really loving. It's like...
I love just tapping my ass in a drift and then just holding that round the corner. I love it. I'm in my element here, Ed.
Yeah. I'm glad, man. Because I'm quite enjoying what I'm seeing so far.
I've told you all along, the reason I like Horizon so much is the arcadey feel of it rather than like super realistic of normal Forza.
Yes.
And this rallying is just insanely fun.
Yeah.
Like arcadey rallying.
Yeah. Like it's just...
Believe it or not, I'm actually better at drifting off-road than I am on-road, apparently. This game.
Off-road is definitely much easier because the tarmac. Yeah, and I know it's its job. It's to give drivers grip on the road, but it doesn't work well if you want to drift. So like off-roads surfaces, you know, with gravel that can move under the tires. You still want the grip to stay on the road, but you want a little bit of slip to let you slide.
It's the little things as well though, the level of detail of this, like I can see where the track is worn over each lap.
See, now that's amazing. This is why I'm saying the overall feel I'm getting from this is I mean, visually you can have a quick glance at it and think, oh, this is Forza 3, you know. The mini-map looks more or less the same, the speedometer looks more or less the same, the names above, the driver tars, but it feels better. Just feels
definitely
better.
agree with that. Definitely agree. Oh, Ed, your guy's not done so well in that one.
Is he
He's
slacking?
Yeah.
Need to have a word with him.
He's a whole 4-5 seconds slower than me, mate. Sorry.
No, you know what? He's just been taking his meds, that's all.
Yeah, that explains why I saw him running into that tree just then.
Yep.
Turn left.
Like,
Backwards.
Jamie
I was thinking,
Foxx.
Why is this car reversing into a tree? Explains it.
Yeah. He's just having a rough day. Don't mind him.
You've arrived at your destination.
And there's a really nice like stunt jump you will do a bit later on. Where you, let's just say it involves a windmill. I won't say anymore.
Oh yeah, no, I've done that one.
Okay.
The stunt one, where you go through the middle of the windmill.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I have to admit, I missed it the first time. I wasn't coming up to it quite straight.
Oh, okay.
Tried to correct at the last minute, and then ended up just clipping. It was only a clip, but I clipped the wall, and then wasn't able to actually
To go through.
to go through the windmill. I found my first bonus board, but I can't get it because it's in a really awkward place. It's by a pub, but I've had to mow down the picnic benches and umbrellas outside the pub and mow down 2 hedges just to get to it.
I haven't even seen one. Well,
I only saw it because it popped up on the map.
But yeah, I really like that it's in Britain. It's cool. Man, you know, I was thinking there's another game that's coming out soon. Was it maybe I was thinking of Battlefield 5. Okay, so this is how it stands. There's a couple of games competing for my money.
Yeah.
Forsaken.
Get me. Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
Horizon. And I think I had a third one in mind, but I can't remember what it is. I think it might be Battlefield 5. If things improve. So, because man, there's a lot of games coming out towards the end of this year. I mean, well, from between now and December. Well, between now and the end of the year.
Yeah, man. I mean, you've forgotten a major player there, mate. Red Dead.
Yes, that I think that's the other one I was thinking about. And you
That's
know,
out next month.
these are all 50, 60 pound games.
Yeah. Wow. Except Forsaken, 35 quid.
Oh yeah. See, Forsaken, I was thinking if I get it, I might just jump both BT and get the annual pass as well. But I get it, 35 quid.
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't bring myself to do that. I couldn't. I honestly couldn't bring myself to pay the extra 40 quid for something that doesn't sound worth the money.
Yes, yeah. But like as you get closer to the time, you never know. But and I guess it won't make that much of a financial difference. You'll only be saving a couple of pounds, not you won't be saving hundreds whether you buy it now or later.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna.
I know they won't do anything about it, but I know there's quite a few complaints from the community about them doing this annual pass.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't agree it's the right way to do it. Because they're kind of plugging it as Oh yeah, it's going to be like alongside
Turn sharp
the
left.
the free events that we do.
Okay, like the
But-
dawning,
Turn sharp left.
which is like the
Yeah, but from what I've read, anyway, the majority of the stuff being released in the annual passes, or at least over half of
400
what
meters. Turn right.
is available in the first update, it's Crucible focused.
okay.
It's new Crucible maps, new Crucible modes. Like, I don't give a shit.
Turn right.
Yeah,
So-
true, man. Like I give a little bit of a shit because sometimes, or very rarely, but sometimes, like in D1, this never happened in D2, by the way. But there were some days in D1, like especially on the weekends when like you weren't around, and I wouldn't feel like doing story stuff by myself because that felt really repetitive. I'd get into a zone where I just want to play nothing but Crucible. There were
Yeah.
rare moments, but
And I mean,
So,
I
but
even in the first one, even I came, I succumbed to a bit of love for Crucible, especially, well, specifically Iron Banner.
yes,
But that
Yeah.
just does not exist. In,
like there was certain magic to it, and I loved it. Like I could grind that the whole weekend, trying to get all my 3 characters to level 5, and it was. I mean, it is a struggle because you lose some matches and you win some matches, but overall, I think I walked away from it with some good memories, So I do care a little bit about Crucible, but I totally agree with you. I don't want to pay for this part of the DLC if it has a
Yeah.
mode in it that I really do not enjoy playing,
That's
which
it, like,
is exactly how it is now. Crucible
new
is not
mode,
fun.
new modes, new maps, and Crucible specific weapons doesn't,
Turn
Yeah.
around when it is
not
safe
spending
to
the
do
money
so.
for that.
So, although I don't know if it's going to be Crucible focused, because it may be worth going back to and watching the Vidoc, because I watched it for some reason. The Destiny the Game channel, which is one of the official channels for Bungie, released the Vidoc again today. And as far as I can tell, it's exactly the same as the first one. But anyway, I don't know why they did it. Point being that the way that they described the first one, I actually don't remember them saying anything about Crucible.
No,
What they
it was listed on the details of the release map that they released, and
Yeah.
they kind of said when the events were going to be active, and when the annual pass DLC is going to launch alongside them. And it literally just listed kind of bullet points of what's going to be happening and what's included.
In 400
I
meters.
see.
Turn
Okay,
right.
so
That
there will
was-
be
I
a
believe
big
it's-
Crucible event going on. Because the
Yeah,
first
so it's whatever the first event is. There's
it's called
obviously-
Joker's. The first one is called Joker's Wild or Joker's something.
yeah, but it's not, obviously the event itself isn't Crucible focused, but
Calculating
Yeah.
route.
just it seems that what they're announcing as being launched as part of the, not the free update, but the other side of it, the paid content, sounds
Okay.
like it's mainly Crucible focused. Well, I say at least over half of it is just Crucible stuff.
Just Crucible.
Well,
Okay.
just going from the list that they released,
Yeah.
they could change their mind, they might change it, I doubt it, but...
Because
um,
the way
200
the
meters.
paid part of the first drop of the annual pass for me was Joke as well. See,
Turn
the way it was
right.
advertised was that it's all about having
200
a.
meters. Turn
They were like,
sharp left.
what if there's a vendor who makes and designs
sharp left.
the most powerful weapons ever, and you get to chase these weapons. So I guess, well, I'm paraphrasing a lot here, by the
400
way.
meters.
So
Turn left.
maybe part of the chasing is Crucible related, which would
Oh,
suck
yeah.
because the weapons, well, we only saw one but it looks amazing. It's like a sword and a tracer rifle mixed into one. And I was like, yes.
I would imagine because we've only had one big event so far in Destiny 2, and that is the Solstice of Heroes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And obviously a big part of that grind was
Oh.
Forced Crucible.
Yes.
I imagine it's going to be very much the same, where to get specific things or to complete specific tasks, you're forced to do certain aspects of Crucible,
Yeah.
which for Solstice of Heroes wasn't the easiest thing to do, because 100 super kills takes the piss when you're trying to play on a 4v4
Yeah.
crappy
Yeah.
game mode.
Yeah. Exactly. Especially when you fought Mayhem.
Yeah, I
worse
mean the only
when
reason
it's
I managed to do it was Mayhem.
You have arrived at your destination.
Wouldn't have been able to do it otherwise. But yeah, I mean, I was looking at the release calendar said about where they just bullet point it. That was on the news or events section of the app. So
Okay.
I'm guessing I don't really use their website because I just go through the app, but I'm guessing it's similar layout as the website.
Should be. Yeah. I'm definitely.
Just
gonna
if
look
yeah,
into
just if you
that.
wanted to have a look and see what it was that I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Definitely.
It's just
gonna
kind of
look
like
into
it's
that.
just kind of like a little map of what they're planning on doing and when they're planning on doing it for the upcoming year.
So we're talking about that whole thing of guys glitching into the raid.
Yeah,
Turns out, well, Bungie have acknowledged
400
it.
meters.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Didn't they say they're not going to take the weapons away?
Yeah, not taking the weapons away. But what I realized today, someone posted a picture.
Turn right.
Some of the armor pieces, I haven't seen it on any of the weapons, but some of the armor pieces have raid specific, well, I say raid specific, they have raid perks, or perks that could help in the raid. So they're not
Nice.
specific to the raid, but like there's one which, if you get damaged by a Taken or something like that, you take less damage from Taken for 10 seconds. So
Oh,
that's power. That's direct power which can be manipulated, which no other piece of armor currently in the game provides. So it's not like you can just put on a normal piece and say, wow, anyone could have this perk. There's
So
people-
these people definitely should be excluded from the world's first. Then
I think so.
Sure.
But what's concerning is that Bungie haven't said anything like that. They've acknowledged
no
that people have got them. They said that they won't be taking the stuff away. But they don't say jack about like world's first. So
find out in a couple of days, Ed.
yeah.
I'm sure you'll be watching some streams, so
Oh, I
to see
will.
if anyone's using the gear that they shouldn't really be using.
But see, that's the thing. It could even be a team that's so small I don't even know about them, or a team that's not even streaming.
Yeah,
So,
true. But we'll find out, won't we? Once
yeah,
they.
we will.
once
But I
they've done
wonder
it.
if Bungie will even tell us. Like Bungie may know, but will they tell us?
Yeah, but you know what the internet's like. People will find out.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Reddit,
People-
especially, people will find out and tell everyone.
Yeah. Or we could end up with a situation where Bungie refused to officially acknowledge it. So they may get the official World's First title,
You have arrived at
but
your
everyone in the
destination.
community would know who are the real World's First guys. But it just sucks because, especially when you start tying physical rewards into it.
Yeah, like that bout thing.
Like the belt, exactly.
Championship
It's
belt.
like then I know it's just a game, and I think everyone needs to remember that. But man, it's
At the end
not
of the
fair.
day-
You don't want to be shafted when you
Yeah.
did well.
Might just be a game, but at the end of the day, nobody likes a cheat.
Yes.
And
Yes.
effectively, if you've got gear that's not meant to be available yet, and you're using it to complete something that's only just come out, using gear that you're not meant to get until you've completed that, that's cheating.
That is.
So,
That really is. I'm just scared,
But-
man. I'm scared.
but for you, whether or not someone using this armor they shouldn't have yet, uses it to help them through the raid, that's not a reason for you not to pick the content up.
You know, Bungie, see, they always claim this, right? And I want them to be. They always claim that they community focused. You know, it's like, and they do live up to that. Like they've listened to a lot of feedback about how year one was, and they've changed a lot of things to what people wanted, especially with the community summit. They get the community involved a lot. But then,
Around when it is safe
on the
to do so.
other hand, they seem to not care about the community. And for me, how part of this is, I'm really concerned with how they're treating their community, especially the world's first competitors.
You have arrived at your
It's like-
destination.
These guys are part of your community, and world's first competitors, I'd say, are one of the more vocal and active parts of your community. And you're not doing or showing any signs of protecting them or supporting them. And I'm like, it's like, do you not care about your customers? Like, your players are your customers. And when you do stuff
Yeah.
like that, it makes me lose faith in, I'm like, shit, if that's how they're going to treat Goth and his team, by not acknowledging that people should be disqualified, then what more me?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't think, like you say, they have been listening to some feedback. but
Yeah. Yeah, so
They
you
pick and-
can't
they-
just blame. They do
They pick
listen,
and
and
choose. They pick and choose though. They almost ignore what
yeah,
a large number of the community are asking for, saying needs to be fixed, and then just go, right, we've heard one person say this, so let's go off and fix that.
yeah,
But they've got 10,000 people saying something else, and they're just ignoring it.
yeah. They just
And it's just how it seems, how it feels. They're definitely a lot less in touch with their community than they used to be in the Halo days.
yeah.
And I don't know if it's because they've gotten too big for their, like
Maybe.
too big for themselves, or too
Yeah.
big-headed. I know a lot of the team that were involved back in the Halo days stayed on with Microsoft and the 343 Industries and still work on Halo. So it could just be that none of them that had that kind of history are even there anymore. Bunch of new faces that don't actually care, like you said.
Yeah. Well, what's worse is that they pretend to care by having these community sites. And so I'm concerned. I mean, I know it doesn't really affect me personally
No,
in my day-to-day,
mean-
because I'm not competing for World's First. If I had Forsaken, I would glitch into the raid part today. Like, it's not an issue for me.
Well, you wouldn't today, Ed, because you've got to get to the Dreaming City.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's probably even a bit too late. Or maybe with some insane grind,
Well,
I could get there.
They've removed the chests anyway, so you can get rewards for it.
Yeah.
Or disabled chests, maybe. Not
Insane
removed.
just. It'd be so funny if they messed up the disabling of chests and then people do it on the actual raid day and all the chests don't give loot.
Yeah, that would be quite amusing. I hope that they actually take a bit of initiative and move the chests.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, you know, like we say, we got into that area on D1 before we were meant to, and we found some ghosts. But when the
Yes.
content actually released, that area was a little bit different, because instead of having solid platforms, you had all the disappearing platforms. And they'd moved 2 of the ghosts slightly, not that
Yeah.
much, but slightly. So,
But you kind of
I
like knew
would
the
do-
general direction in which to.
I could remember where one of them was from when we
Arrived
glitched in
at your
there.
destination.
But yeah, I just hope, I hope they move them just so that there is that element of hunting for them again.
Yeah.
But whether or not they do that, who knows? Find out on Friday. Well, you'll find out on Friday.
Yeah.
I won't be watching any streams.
Probably be in the hospital, will you? Maybe.
Well, I don't know, maybe. What happens?
Yeah.
Anyway, man, I'm gonna jump off for the night.
Oh man.
Update for Discord at the same time, so I'll do that. But yeah, I might be on tomorrow. I don't know. Depends what happens.
All good. All good. Yeah. All the it's man, those painkillers have worked perfectly. You're like a new man.
You're mellowed out now.
Yeah, man. It's like I can sit comfortably in my chair.
Nice.
It's good.
The Forza again, mate.
Yeah.
Alright, buddy.
Okay, dude.
Take it easy.
Have a
I'll
good night.
catch you.
Catch
Well, catch you soon.
Yes.